Hello and welcome back to the Green Workbench. Today we're working on a rustic bench. From the barn I took apart, this piece was already put together. But it's basically a 2x6s held together with the cross pieces here. So if you don't have something, you can easily put this together. There's about an 1/8 of an inch space between each board, which allows for expansion and contraction with weather conditions. And this is kind of designed to be an outdoor piece. So put those together and then we'll start working on the legs. Okay, now it's time to cut our legs. So I have more 2x6, measured out a 30-degree angle. Mark it and cut. Now you can use math and do it on paper to figure out how long they need to be, or you just set it up, grab the straight edge, because you don't want the edge of your legs going out past the top of your bench. So straight edge, set that up square, just like that. Mark your board here at the top. And then where you mark it, come back, pencil in your angle, and make the cut. And once you have one finished, you can go ahead and trace the other 3 legs, and then you have 4 legs of the same size with the same angle. So we'll go from there. Okay, so all our pieces are cut. Now we need to figure out how far apart they need to be so that that top is the same width as the top of your bench. Mine's 16.5. So I'm going to play around until they're just under 16.5. And once I get to that point, I'll mark my board and match my boards up, and using a square, mark across them so I know where my X is going to be. So now I can match up those marks and make sure that I'm at the proper angle. And then once I do that, I'll put 4 screws into the X, hold them together. I'll put some glue in there as well. And if you're using rough barnwood like this, some construction adhesive would work really well. Okay, I cut another cross piece for mine that I'm going to put on the outside. And I used the 2x6 just because my piece came together all together from the barn, and it's a bit warped and not real sturdy. So since I didn't make it myself, I'm going to use the 2x6 to give it some extra heft. So these pieces are here just as spacers. So line that up, screw that board in, and then I'll be able to actually attach the legs to the table. So there are many ways to connect it to your bench. I'm using these 3-inch lag bolts and a washer. Drill a pilot hole and then drive in your lag bolt, tighten it down with the washer, 2 in horizontally into that 2x6 brace, and then 1 in diagonally onto this end piece, because this side is only a 3/4 inch, not enough to come in at the side, but I go down into the tabletop. So now I have these legs being held up and down and side to side, so they're not going anywhere. Okay, so my last step is to put this cross piece. I've got this dowel that I also scavenged from the barn, so I'm going to drill a hole through each side right in the center and install the cross piece. Okay, so I have the rod all the way through. And now for a stopper, I'm going to drill a hole and put a dowel on each end so that it can't push through, even though it's a pretty tight fit already. Alright, there we go. Drilled a 1/4 inch hole through the dowel and then drove a 1/4 inch dowel through my cross piece. And now it can't slide in and out. So my bench is now all put together. And we'll flip it over and see how it works. Alright, there you go. Turned out nice. You can finish it however you want. You can sand it down and varnish or paint it or just leave it as is. There's a rugged farm bench. Please subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.